Hi guys, welcome to What Has Mars Taught Us in the retrograde period from the 7th of December, where it started off in Leo, then went into Cancer where it currently is now, and as of the 20th of February when I'm recording this, Mars is still retrograde. It goes forward on the 23rd, 24th, so not long, but I'm going to ask, what has it taught us? Mars is the masculine, so we're going to be looking at these areas to do with the masculine. Mars is the war god, our ego, or wants to keep us safe and protected. And in the sign of Cancer, it's home, children, family, the mother line, the ancestral wounding, the nurture, where you feel safe within your home. Now, there's been a big transformation going on because Pluto's been involved in this whilst Mars has been in its retrograde energy. Pluto wants to break us free from old, outdated beliefs, outdated situations that's been holding us back. And it is difficult when Pluto's in the mix, but it's for our higher good. It's for us to see the bigger picture. Now, this has been an emotional shift, an emotional internal because of Cancer energy. Mars doesn't like being in Cancer. Mars is the war god. And it doesn't like to feel. Mars just likes to do. It's the masculine. But he's needed to go into his feminine and re-evaluate something from the feminine side of you. Whether man or woman, whether male or female, however you see yourself, we hold masculine and feminine as a polarity, as an energy. We need them both in balance. This is saying Mars in retrograde has taught us how to protect our energy. And here is the Orc, the Dryad. It's the Orc fairy. She's sat here and she's protected. She's grounded. The mighty Orc, the wisdom. So there's some kind of truths that have come up within you. Some old safety. Some old mother ancestral wounding that's come up with this Mars in Cancer that you needed to see and heal. Where you might have been defensive. You might have been in your old masculine ego. The other energies that were coming up was this Isis, goddess Isis, the Egyptian goddess. And she says she rules the sacred contracts. She's got the Ankh as the symbol. Now the Ankh holds a lot of power. And the loop is said to be the womb of Isis. The creation, the womb, where we create from, where we're all created from, whether man or woman. We're all created from the feminine womb. We pulled Kuan Yin, kindness and nurturing, and we pulled earth magic. So again, a lot of feminine energy came up here now. Here she is, Black Moon Lilith, the scorned woman, the scorned feminine. Face your shadows. Through Mars, the 10 weeks that Mars has been in Leo and Cancer, we've had an opportunity to face some shadow, some wounds. So people might have been projecting these wounds onto us. And we have had to be, in this energy here, the Knight of Swords, very protective. But this says choosing your battles carefully. So we had an opportunity to go more into the Cancer energy of nurture, of being more intuitive and trusting yourself. Is this really worth my time, my energy, or am I allowing to choose my battles wisely? So that's what I feel like is coming up with the cards. Now, I want to read to you the energy from this goddess Isis from the book. I'm using the Goddess, Gods and Guardians. Beautiful cards. And let's see what Isis, let's see what feminine wound we've healed when Mars has been in Leo and Cancer. Now, when it started off, it was in Leo, which is the heart chakra. And Leo is a very loyal energy. It's funny, I've just recorded the weekly energy for the 24th that week, and Leo energy came up strongly. So if you're drawn to that reading, guys, it's up on my channel. So Isis. This says, rise into the power and purpose, heal the mother wound. So that's where Mars has been. And it's just obviously confirmed what I was saying. So Isis was the ancient Egyptian goddess. She ruled for 7,000 years. She encompassed the magic power of all deities and therefore was known as the Lady of 10,000 Names. Isis played a central role as a spiritual teacher and mother to the great leaders of the ancient Egyptian civilizations. Within goddess spiritualities, remember, this is not gender specific, we all hold feminine energy within us. So within goddess spirituality, she is known to hold unique keys to sacred feminine power, which, and I'm not reading from the book, which has been suppressed by the masculine for thousands of years. We've all been in, whether man or woman, we've been in a heavy masculine survival energy because we needed to be. We were told we had to be through various societal beliefs and control. I'm going back to the book. So she's saying, a life-transforming process is underway. Deep from the underbelly of the Great Mother, a wake-up call is sounding. Holding out her golden ankh symbol, Queen Isis speaks to you. It's time to develop and share your deepest soul gifts. You're activating sacred contracts to your divine feminine mission on earth. These are spiritual agreements that reside in your consciousness. There are many ways to answer these contracts. If you commit to healing from trauma, you'll be an inspiring example. If you choose to live from your inner truth, you'll make it possible for others to do the same. Your sacred contracts are rooted in whatever you most dream of being, doing, and giving. One thing is clear when you draw this card. You're expanding beyond all limited ideas of who you are and what you think you can do. She says, I bring your relationship with your mother into a healing space and may guide you into therapy. Don't fear this process as it can bring karmic soul healing for your entire lineage and soul free, and your soul to be free to be yourself. Now, obviously, that's very personal. If you want to go into therapy, that's a choice. But this is just saying, at this moment in time, while Mars has been in Cancer, the mother wound, we've been doing a lot of shadow work on our fears. The snake, shedding all skin. Family dynamic most certainly coming up there. So whatever comes up in the next few days leading to Mars actually going forward, because when a planet is stationary, ready to either move back or forward, it gains momentum. So I want to go into that energy now. I want to ask, what are we, or what is Mars in the sign of Cancer and Leo? Actually, I'm going to break it up into two. I'm going to ask when it first went in December time, the energy of Leo. What was Mars retrograde in Leo showing us? What was it showing us in the sign of Leo? The Knight of Wands. I make decisions without pressure. I'm going to pull 3 cards. So Mars in Leo retrograde, what was it showing us? So this is fire energy. Fire is the masculine. The doer, provider, the protector, the passion, the magician. You've transformed something. You've manifested something, what you desire, and you had to look at these old masculine wounds. Too many cards. Just one, please. A lot of yellow coming up, which is a solar plexus, and that is our fear, but it's also our power. It's the sun, hence solar plexus, it rules Leo. The sun rules Leo. So 5 of Pentacles. This is, I am supported and never alone. This came out in the weekly reading. The Magician came out, and this card came out. And again, very drawn to the Leo energy. So it's where you've held back. Your light's been shone. It's been shut down. Where you felt alone, the lone wolf, not supported, not loved, fear of something. Our solar plexus is our fear. And this is where you're breaking free from these old limiting beliefs. And this is what the Mars retrograde in Leo has taught you. Now we have here the 10 of Cups, but it's upside down. So the 10 of Cups this way speaks of happy ever after, abundance. In all your relationship, you're emotionally fulfilled. When it's reversed, there's been blocks. So this, you've been blocking. And Mars in Leo has been showing you where them blocks were. Where you might have been shutting people down. out of a fear, an old fear. Leo is the loyal lion. It rules the heart chakra and the solar plexus. And if Leo's been hurt in the past, it will shut down its heart. Because it doesn't want to be hurt again, rightly so. So this is where Mars has been going over and healing to do with relationships. So you can bring in and be receptive in that feminine receptive energy of bringing in the happy ever after by trusting your intuition, knowing what the bigger picture was, knowing that you were healing a mother wound. What's this here? The Nine of Wands. So this says, I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. So the Nine of Wands is a very tyrant energy. You've got the strength, you've got the courage to deal with whatever life throws at you. But after a while, it gets tiresome, it gets burdensome. And some of these wands, some of these burdens might not even be yours to carry, because Isis was saying that there's some ancestral mother line energy that you've come here to heal and release. Remember, we're in Pisces season, which is all about dissolving. And when Mars goes direct on the 23rd, 24th, we have a heavy Pisces energy, and we're leading up to that new moon in Pisces. New moons are about new beginnings. We're heading into a brand new zodiac wheel of Aries, the 20th of March, which is not that long away, and it wants us to dissolve the old baggage before we get there. It's clearing out the old cupboards, clearing out the old and making way for the new, because here's the Ace of Cups that wants to come in to bring in some karmic justice. Judgement. Transformation. I look back with compassion for myself. Again, very Pisces energy. Compassion is Pisces. And once we bring compassion to a situation, whether it's for yourself or others, you dissolve the anger, the fear, the frustration, and the heaviness. Okay, let's go into what Mars in Cancer has been teaching us. If you're enjoying this, guys, do hit that subscribe button. Like, share, comment. I do appreciate your views. Thank you very much. Okay, Mars in Cancer. What do we have? Mars in Cancer. Two of Swords, relationship dynamics. Whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. In the traditional tarot, this is the moon in Libra. Libra's ruled by Venus. And as we know, she's going in retrograde very soon. So there's relationship dynamics where this has been coming up. Libra energy is all about close relationships, partnerships, relationships, family dynamics, people that you love and you trust, or you should. Whatever I decide, I trust in the outcome. Stay in control, it's saying. So let's just have a look. Mars in Cancer. What has it been showing us? What has it been healing and releasing in retrograde? Mars retrograde in Cancer. We have here the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. I'll pull 3 cards. Page of Cups. What else do we have? The Empress, Mother Energy, fertility. And we have Justice. Wow, karmic justice. Very watery energy, 10 of Pentacles. 10s are about endings. 10s are about completion. This says, I celebrate everything I achieve. You're getting rewarded. You're at the end. Mars in Cancer, you're ending out an old mother wound, as we know, and it's done. We're not going back here again. We've worked through the moon, which is our fears and the unknown. And you've been healing wounds about safety, protection, stability. Now, Cancer is the crab in astrology. The crab with its house on its back, its home. Hence the 4th house, Cancerian, home, children, family. It's very protective of its home, its children, its family. Has its pincers. But when it fears, it retreats, goes in its shell. It's a very private energy, very sensitive is Cancer energy. And this is where you've had to do the internal work. This is where you've had to learn to trust again. Learn to trust the masculine. Now, when I say masculine, that's the masculine within us, but it's also the masculine that doer, provider, protector that's been in survival for such a long time You shut down your heart, which is your feminine, because you've forgotten how to trust. You've forgotten how to love. And this is this energy here, the Page of Cups. I am as young as I choose to feel. So again, young, childhood, some old, immature emotions that you've needed to let go of. This is Pisces energy, water. You've let them go. You've stood in your Empress energy. Again, this is Venus. I create what I choose naturally and with joy. You've had to go in and heal some not good enough wounds, self-worth, self-love. This is that energy. She's abundant in everything she does. She's sat there, she's pregnant, she's fertile. She's ready to birth something new. But that takes time. But she wants to birth something new. And here we have another Libra energy, Venus energy. I speak my truth in fairness to myself. Again, trust in your internal intuition. Justice, which is the moon. The High Priestess is represented with this energy also coming in. She trusts herself. She trusts her intuition. She's got the scales of balance here. She's got the sword of truth in the other side. She's an air elemental. But she's had to balance out some old wounds to figure out what this karmic lesson was. What this mother wound was. So that's what Mars was coming in to do. Let me just bring in my little mini tarot. And I'm going to close it off, guys, with a chakra card. See if it gives us further information. Magician, again, transforming that old mother wound, letting it go. Let's have some more energies here. These two wanted to... Yes, setting yourself free. Internal work. The Hermit, where you've gone to the top of the mountain, you've chose to be solitude, to try and find the light. Looking down, higher perspective, knowing that you're needing to set yourself free from some old limiting beliefs. And that's what Mars in Cancer/Leo has been teaching us. Healing our shadow, our feminine shadow. Whatever your relationship was with your mother or is with your mother, you might have the greatest energy and relationship with your mother, or did. This is no blame, no shame. This is simply an ancestral pattern that's needing to be transformed. Because you're worthy of bigger and better things, but you've had to go into your shadow. Currently, Lilith is in the sign of Libra, which is ruled by Venus. This Venus retrograde energy, which I'll put the link in the description box below to this Venus retrograde. I haven't recorded it yet. This is the one I'm doing after this. I can't wait to get into the energy. It's going to be so powerful. Right, one last card before I sign off. Let's have a look. Service. Sacral chakra, which is the feminine. Being of service. This is where we are breaking chains. We are breaking vows. We are breaking ancestral lineage where we have been told we have to be of service in order to feel good enough. Giving our power away to people, places and things to feel enough. This is where the miracle is coming in. We've had to work through the guilt, the shame, because that served us at some point, but now it's not. And it might even be when Mars goes forward, you've freed yourself from the guilt and the shame of choosing you, of choosing your own personal growth. Beautiful, guys. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Take care.